back to the Sawmill. It is December the 5th. Today's my birthday. I'm 41 years old. And more importantly, I'm out here testing this axe. This is an American Felon axe, Great Force Brooks. My wife got this for me about 4 years ago. It's one of my favorite axes. I did some profiling tonight, and judging by the chips coming off that white pine over there, it's pretty good. It's a good chopper right there. It was looking really good on that pine. Happy with that. And a lot more soon on axe heads, guys. I'm a big axe collector. I don't show axes enough. I need to show them more often here on the channel. And something else, I've had a lot of people sending me axe heads here lately. I really appreciate that. In the new timber frame shop, on one of the walls, I'm going to decorate it with nothing but axe heads. So if any of you guys got any old axe heads laying around your garage or your basement, you know, collecting up rust and dust, you don't want any more, my address is down below. Cut the handle off. It's a lot cheaper to ship it that way. And I'm going to rehandle every one of them. It may take me 10 years, but I'm going to put a handle on every one that you guys send me. Speaking of handles, this one right here is going to need one before too long. So tonight's video, guys, I had a lot of comments about a week ago on a past video about pallets. I talked about putting lumber on pallets. I show that on Instagram a lot. And a lot of people are asking how I do it. Well, today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I build an open face pallet, which is what these things are called, for air drying and kiln drying lumber. Now, I didn't come up with this. Martha Milton, Robert Milton's wife, Robert Milton owns Hobby Hardwoods down in Alabama. His wife came up with this little pallet idea a few years ago. Robert may have designed the pallet, I can't remember. I think she came up with it. And man, it works really good. I do it up here at the mill. Danny Hamsley does it in Georgia. Jake Dean does it down in Georgia. My buddy JR, he does it. And so, you know, Robert does it in Alabama. A lot of your top sawmill guys who move a lot of timber are doing this method. And they love it, guys. If you go to their sawmills, you'll see stacks and stacks of these pallets because it's a very productive way to stack wood. And it just makes sense when you think about it. So in today's video, we're going to head down to the driveway. I got my lumber laid out down there, and my miter saw, and my nail gun, and I'm going to show you guys how we build these simple open face pallets for air drying. And the good thing about these open face pallets, if you got a smaller tractor or a smaller bobcat that can just lift up maybe 1,000 pounds or 1,200 pounds, you put enough lumber on top of that pallet for your machine. So this TYM weight capacity is about 2,800 pounds. So I'm going to make my stacks where I can safely lift up that much weight and not go over that. And I'm saying that, if you think about it, like this stack behind me, this is a solid stack of slabs right here. But if this was out in an air drying location where you could drive into and pick them up, I did myself a bad deed right here, or put myself in a bad situation, because get these slabs out of here, I got to manhandle them out one at a time. That's going to take forever. But once these are out of here, they're out of here for good. And I'm actually going to put our brand new double blade edger right here. And it's right behind you guys on the camera on the pallet. It's going to be going right here beside the mill. So what you would do is, if you have a tractor that will lift up maybe 1,000 pounds, do 4 or 5 layers of slabs or lumber, whatever you're sawing, it doesn't matter. Have your pallet at the bottom, do those layers, know that you can pick that much up. Do another pallet, do another layer. That way you have multiple layers in here of pallets of wood, or as Robert call it, packs. You can drive in and move that stuff around safely, and you've got to move a whole entire stack around because you probably can't pick it up. You know, 1,000 board feet of green slabs like this, that's a lot of weight. That's more weight than my tractor can pick up. It's more weight than a lot of bobcats can pick up. And they're not expensive to make. I got 2x4s laying around here everywhere, and some other pieces of pine fern strips from past building projects here that I've completed over the past few years. You can also use your own wood. I would air dry it first, preferably air dry it and then run it through a planer so it's nice and flat and pretty consistent on all 4 sides. Not necessary, but it makes it better. And real fast, guys, let me talk about Farm Focused real fast. That's the new company handling all our t-shirts here. We got 2 or 3 t-shirts on there right now. The beard design, which is my best design, I think, they're about to finish that one up. It should be offered maybe by the end of the month if they can get things going. It's a pretty busy month for them. We got some hoodies on there. We got some stickers. We got some ball caps on the way. And there's no pre-orders no more. If you want something on the website, go to farmfocus.com and click on Out of the Woods. I'll put a link down below. It goes directly to our page. But if you go there and order it, there's no more waiting, no more pre-orders. You know, when I was doing it, it was a pre-order. 2 or 3 weeks later, I'd get the shirts in. With those guys, they're making them, so they're ready to go. And if you order by December the 9th, I'm pretty sure they're guaranteeing you can have that stuff before Christmas. After that, it may be a few days late because the mail system does get kind of slow this time of year. And get kind of tongue twisted here. And all proceeds that come from these shirts will go back into the channel because I need a brand new camera. This DSLR Canon I'm using has got sawdust all in it, and I need a new one, and they're about $1,000. So hopefully I can sell enough t-shirts to buy us a new camera here. So stick here with me, guys. This may help a lot of you guys out that are doing your own sawmilling. It helped me a whole lot, tremendously. This is a very good method. Alright friends, here's step number 1 in building these pallets. We got 7 2x4s, these are 8 footers. We cut them down to 4 feet in length. You can also use 4x4s, and I do that sometimes when I got them. Now I got these at Lowe's or Home Depot, who knows where they came from. I've had them for years. I've got all kinds of leftover wood from past projects up there at the sawmill, but you can use rough sawn, there's no problem with that. Just expect some shrinkage if we're going to go that route. If you're using green wood, I really think you should use either air dried or kiln dried wood for building pallets. You're better off. So once you cut them to length, you need 7 of them. You want to space them out on an 8-foot run and put them on 16-inch centers, just like you were building a wall. Alright now friends, that is all there is to it right there with an open face pallet. 2x4s, runners on top, then your first layer of stickers. And some people are probably wondering why I nailed the stickers down. Well, the reason being, you're always going to have a row of stickers on your first row of lumber, and why not go ahead and have them installed on there so they're on there for good. But this is a pretty fast project, guys, and I advise you to start building these if you're doing a lot of drying at your sawmill. I need to build more of these, and this is going to be the first of many here at the sawmill, especially since we've got a new kiln coming here in a few weeks.